cars. Look at this, the flag goes down there. We've got Geminis, Cortinas, the whole bag. But these cars can be road registered in some cases, up to more modified vehicles there. But it gives people an excellent medium to get started in motor racing. Cars are very fast, lots of modifications, and in fact, look at the close racing here. Wheels locked up there, people all trying to push and shove to get their way into the first corner.
Great opportunity for some talented youngsters to learn their racecraft, in particular learn how to drive a tin-top race car. Tremendous variety of machinery out there. This is a Triumph Dolomite out in front. We've got Mazda RX-7s, we've got Toyotas, we've got Ford Cortinas, Mitsubishi Galants, you name it. A Datsun Stanza in there also. A real full field of club cars in, and these guys are really enjoying themselves out there at Wakefield Park.
Well, there's Phil Morphew on the inside in the red Mazda RX-7, taking a bit of a shortcut there, probably the shortest way round. Have a look at the front end on this Triumph Dolomite. Mark Vasillo, lots of negative camber. By having the wheels span towards the outside, that enables the car to turn in better on these tight corners.
Like the sports today in the race, this too is a reverse grid feature. Saw Marty Welsh there in the red Mazda RX-7 fighting his way from fields towards the front. Oh, a little bit of a brake lock-up from the Mitsubishi Galant. Selim's there in the Ford Cortina doing a good job to hold him out. Real gaggle of cars right in behind him there. There we see car 20, Danny Bryan in the Datsun 1600, a beautifully prepared machine. But Ian, some of the faster cars are starting to fight their way through there. There we see Anthony Robson's old RX-7. This guy's doing a good job.
Well, that's Philip Chong. Great fluoro paint job on it. Sure stands out here. And a very fast car, putting out somewhere around about 290 horsepower. And Philip's really got his work cut out there. Look at this, the Datsun 1600 clipping the apex on the inside. I think that's King. Also on the outside, I think we've got Reekie in the Ford Falcon. How about this, though? Triumph Dolomite. Look at this, first, second, and even coming up into third place. I don't believe it. British cars, first, second, and third. That'd be an all-time first here, Greg Rust.
Well, the Triumph Dolomite, Ian, it certainly would be. Particularly, we've seen such dominance from the Mazda RX-7s and the very powerful Datsun 1600s. The Dolomite seem to be very well suited to this circuit here at Wakefield Park. This is the third lap we're on now. These cars, though, folks, they're not incredibly expensive to get into, and running costs, Ian, are pretty minimal.
Well, that's right. Tyres work out to about $200 a tyre. In fact, every car here has to run on the compulsory Yokohama AE88Rs. That's a racing compound tyre. These tyres last very well indeed, which makes it highly cost-effective for club car competitors.
Well, the driver's doing a good job out on the circuit now. A lot of them are novices, really getting some good experience here at Wakefield Park. A great circuit because it's got plenty of runoff for them. 9 right-hand corners and only 3 left-handed, so the outside left front tyre really working overtime. The good thing is, though, for these guys, they get a lot of mileage under their belt and they learn all about racecraft and race driving, Ian.
Well, that's right. With having a CAMS licence, what you do, you start off initially on P plates, meaning you're a provisional driver, and what you have to do is you have to go out there, behave yourself there. The clerk of the course decides whether you get a signature on your licence, and once you've got the right number of signatures, you go off your P plates, and then you can actually advance towards what we call an international licence. But it's a stepping stone, and this is a great starting point for any driver. There are a lot of people, I'm sure, that sit out there and watch in the lounge room and say, how do I get started in racing? This is exactly where you get started. 2E club cars are the way to go.
The Wakefield Park, a great place to get started. In fact, track owner Paul Samuels has invested a lot of time getting the safety features of this circuit right, and he's got some big plans for the future.
Well, we've got a lot of plans for the future, but of course we're only 2 years old, and of course, by looking around you'll see that we've already got facilities that circuits that are 30 years old haven't yet caught up to us with, so we're not rushing it too much, but we do have plans. We have an option on further land, we have plans for wider pit lanes, for wider circuits and increased buildings.
Samuel's one man very dedicated to Australian motorsport, and the circuit here at Wakefield Park is a beauty. One man who's put it to good effect is Marty Welsh. Down the front straight he comes. He has literally run away with this one. A terrific result from him and some sensational racing in that we have seen from the club car guys here at Wakefield today.
Yes, that's right. On the back of the field, Marty Welsh in that new Mazda RX-7. Brilliant performance there, and I guess you could say he's one young man in a hurry.
Well, that wraps it up from Wakefield Park, and in fact